What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to set up a FiveM database for your FiveM server. Now, just to clarify, regardless of the server type you're making, whether that be Qbox, ESX, or QB Core, you will need a database for your FiveM server. Every single server needs a database, so it doesn't matter what kind of server you're trying to make. This is essential. I see a lot of people get stuck on this exact step, so I decided to make a dedicated video showing you exactly what are the most updated programs in 2026, and on top of that, exactly what they do. So first things first, you're going to want to go over to the link in the description. It's going to be this MariaDB download. MariaDB is basically the operating system of the database, meaning this is what's going to be starting the database and running it in the background. I see a lot of people using outdated software, like something like XAMPP would actually be an outdated software. You're going to want to switch over to MariaDB. I'm not going to get too technical about it. Just download this. It's a lot easier. Just go to MariaDB/download or go to the link in the description. From there, you can go down here and choose any of these. It really doesn't matter. Obviously, choose your operating system and then just download this. From there, you're going to be wanting to download HeidiSQL. HeidiSQL is basically the UI editor for your database. Now, keep in mind there are other alternatives, but 90% of people I know in the FiveM space just use HeidiSQL. It's extremely simple. It's extremely easy to understand. I recommend everyone just starting out on this. If you want to try other ones later, you can, but you're going to want to download this as well. So again, to clarify, MariaDB is what's going to actually run your database. This is going to be basically the engine. And then HeidiSQL is basically the UI layer of your database. Think of this as like the steering wheel. This is how you like interact with your database. So I'm going to go ahead and just download MariaDB. Alongside that, we're just going to go ahead and download HeidiSQL as well. So download HeidiSQL, it's going to take you to GitHub. You just go right down here and click this exe download. It's extremely simple. So once you have both of these different things downloaded, first things first, if you try connecting to it via HeidiSQL first, you're going to get an error. That's because you don't have your database actually running. That's exactly why I have to run MariaDB first. So we're going to install that first. So it's extremely easy to install. You literally just double click on it, hit next, just accept the license agreement, next. If you want to change this, you can. I'm not going to change it just because this is going to be a localhost database, meaning we're not going to be, necessarily running this constantly. So we don't need to modify that password. If you'd like to, you can, but I recommend just unchecking that. If this is going to be like a localhost database, just uncheck that. It's not really needed. From there, we can just enable these. Doesn't really matter. We're going to hit next again, and then we're just going to hit install. Perfect. So now once you see this, MariaDB is installed and set up. So now what we can do is go ahead and download HeidiSQL and get that running. So to do that, you literally just double click on that as well. Hit install for all users. From there, you're gonna have a license agreement. Again, just accept this. Just press next. Press next. You can keep these on or off if you want. I'm gonna just turn off some of these because I don't want all of this happening. So I'm just gonna get rid of all of these, and then I'm just gonna press next again, and then press install. All you're going to do from here is hit finish. You don't have to donate, or once you hit finish, it'll go ahead and open up your HeidiSQL. So then from there, we can actually hit new. And just to give this a little test, we're not going to change anything. Again, we didn't modify the password. If you did, you may have to put in the password that you modified here. We didn't touch anything, so we're just going to leave this blank. User should be root. Again, if you modified that, it'll be different, but by default, it should be root. Port should be on 3306 by default. Again, if you change that, you may have to change it here, but for default, it should be 3306. Once you've done all that, you should be able to press open. Now, if your HeidiSQL opens just like mine did, that means everything is operating perfectly. That means your database is running in the background and then you're ready to connect your FiveM server to this. So what we're going to actually do is I'm going to show you what would happen if you try to opening HeidiSQL without MariaDB running. So for this example, I'm really going to change the port from 3306 to 3307. So if you enter any information incorrect or MariaDB isn't running correctly, then when you try actually opening this, it's going to pop up an error. As you see, it's just going to load a little bit, then it's going to give you a connection failed error. That's why it's extremely important that when you're installing MariaDB, just leave everything default. You don't need to modify passwords, change ports, none of it. Just leave it default. So then once you install HeidiSQL, you don't have to change anything. You can leave everything blank. Make sure your settings look exactly like mine, and then you should be able to connect it very easily. Once you have this all set up and running, I recommend you going on our channel and watching some of our other tutorials where we give step-by-step installation on how you can install any kind of FiveM server you want. But that's going to be it for this video. This is exactly how you can set up a database to get that running, to connect it into your FiveM server. Again, go watch some of our other tutorials. Also, if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys head over to our Discord. We're trying to help as many people as possible. This is a concern that we see a lot of people in our Discord ask about. So that's why I went ahead and made this video to give clarification. Hopefully this helps out everybody. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.